Yes, Your Majesty. Why, I was looking at the garden. Preoccupied. Yes. Understandable. Our visitor has arrived.
Roosevelt, in her dearest majesty. It is an honor to finally meet the face of the grand name of prophecies. Why, yes, you are quite famous, your highness. In my personal opinion, such fame seems burdensome. Hush now, dear. I mean nothing ominous by such thoughts.
You're getting off track again, Great Witch.
Great Witch? That would be my subordinate. Selenia, the Great Witch of Aylesvale. Though it's very unfortunate that her magic...
Vixen,
Yes, Roosevelt.
you were...
Apologies, Your Majesty. You see, lately there has been a disruptor with the environment. Day by day, it is getting harder to hide these phenomenons from our pure-devoted human society. Which means, Your Highness, that your grand plan for alliance is at risk. My coven can only do so much. But if you don't have a single dragon ally, then how will you convince the corrupted to lay those violent tendencies down when they think some spy planted their unfortunate souls who have become ill?
As long as the Majesty doesn't get hurt, all should be well.
Roosevelt, as much that is in goodwill, you cannot guarantee the situation will be used with the same parents and the same routine plan. Non-royal witches will do everything they can to take a royal's blood if they do not like them.
Take their blood.
Ice, dear young fox. You yourself are a noble, are you not? Foxes and witches' magic can be intertwined into one, gaining more endurance and more power. Hence why a kitsune that uses magic is delicacy for us witches. The dearest majesty is the last thing you should be worrying about. They come for the purpose of looking for a trophy, but instead they find a fortune. Now do you see why Sarah was so adamant about keeping her existence a secret?
Leave my cousin out of this.
Oh dear. But I have to put her in this. Magic is not a toy. It is very dangerous. Your familia that you have with you speaks volumes. Why, yes, dearest majesty. Did you not know?
Hush. I'd rather not talk about something that weighs me down.
You're the burdens of your past. You need to make a chamber.
Chamber?
The dearest majesty has immense divine power, as they are part angel.
No. You will not. I refuse to let you be a pawn in Vixen's game. How are we supposed to know if she's not manipulating us?
Oh, please. I'm too beyond my years to play any children's game.
Then explain to me why all of a sudden you have the audacity to suggest something so absurd. I dealt with manipulators all my life, and to think we had faith in you to respect our boundaries. You're coming on the palace lanes to make us apply by your terms. Then slowly you'll have the Majesty confide in you till you break them apart and steal the crown.
Roosevelt, I've told you to seek therapy. You know I'm way too powerful to want any crown, dearest majesty. Of course, your majesty. You and I are dearest friends.
Friends? Ugh. Please tell your proposition in detail, Vixen.
Yes! You see, I propose a structural building in the Midwest of Gurangsa.
There?
Yes! The magic is strongest there. I'm not sure what I want fully, but I do know if you can use your magic to apply to your knowledge of architecture, then possibly the dearest highness can spread a remedy across to soothe those demons that we catch.
You're crazy. That has an extensive use of magic.
Crazy! Oh dear, no, I've seen crazy, and that certainly isn't me. Right now, I would say I'm being reasonable. While the dearest majesty is open, and you're just undeniably a mess.
Flattery will get you nowhere with the Majesty.
And your stubbornness will? Give them a chance. Yuki Roosevelt, do you have no honor in your name, in your family?
You have no right to talk about them.
No, right. Looks like you haven't given yourself the time to confront and... sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Majesty.
A demonstration? How about I give you both the real thing?
What's this?
Think of this as an airborne tour. The demolishing of these cities and the ruins around where we're flying is the aftermath of wars and viruses. Well, there is a few abandoned cities, Your Majesty. Dragons. You know of a dragon? Well, there is a few abandoned cities. Well, I suppose these parts used to be lively and accompanied by dragons. Right up until the mass war. Half the population was massacred. Only the Great War Dragon remained, but even she too vanished. I know of many nobles, and she indeed is a noble. The Great War Dragon is known... a well-known queen. The Great War Dragon is now a well-known queen.
What was that?
Another fight between those monsters.
That's what they look like?
Not pretty, isn't it, eh? Sarah was doing you a favor when she sheltered you from certain regions of our brutal world. Hungry, dearest Majesty? Popcorn. I'm placing my bets on the blue one.
Your Majesty, are you serious?
I want to see who wins the mate.
Let me guess. That woman creature is the trophy?
Rose, sweet Roosevelt, gender doesn't matter for these monstrosities. The male and female are fighting over the male.
Huh. I have nothing to say to that.
Gender is a concept while sex is a biological result. You never know who you might be facing.
Is that...
Ah, yes. Some civilians are simply homeless on these outskirts. Quite a pity, really. Some of them I have met with the sweetest heart ever. And some of them I had to watch die either to the monsters or the lack of survival. All over, you say? I'm sorry, Your Majesty, that I cannot do. If I was alone, maybe, but it's too dangerous for the both of you.
Listen to her, Your Majesty. I know it's unfair, but life is unfair. Please don't glare at me like that. I know.
Righteous one, are ya? The weak one won, ha! What an underdog! Comfy cushions. Oh my.
Your Majesty.
Well then, I look forward to working with you, dearest Majesty.
Your Majesty. I hope you know what you're doing. Don't smile at me so radiantly. You make me have hope.